Curious Minds.
Hello and welcome to Curious Minds. Do you ever think about how the food we eat impacts our body and health? Are you curious about the science of food and its effects on our bodies? Like, what are calories? And what's the difference between proteins, carbohydrates, and fats? Well, let's jump right in and answer those questions. Let's start by defining what calories are. Calories are a unit of measurement that's used to quantify the amount of energy in food. It's the amount of energy required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius. Our body needs a certain amount of energy to function, and the energy we consume through food is measured in calories. Now let's talk about the 3 macronutrients that make up the majority of the calories we consume: protein, carbohydrates, and fats. Each macronutrient has a different calorie density, which means they provide a different amount of energy per gram. Protein and carbohydrates both provide 4 calories per gram, while fats provide 9 calories per gram. This means that for the same amount of weight, fats provide more than twice the amount of energy as protein and carbohydrates. The reason for this difference in calorie density lies in the molecular structure of each macronutrient. Protein and carbohydrates are made up of simple molecules that contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. These molecules are arranged in a way that allows our body to break them down and use them as a source of energy. On the other hand, fats are made up of more complex molecules called fatty acids. These fatty acids contain more carbon and hydrogen atoms than protein and carbohydrates, which makes them more energy dense. While fats provide more energy per gram, it's important to note that not all fats are created equal. Some fats, such as trans fats, can have negative effects on our health and should be limited in our diet. On the other hand, unsaturated fats, such as those found in nuts, seeds, and fish, can provide health benefits when consumed in moderation. Proteins are made up of smaller units called amino acids, which are linked together in long chains. Proteins are essential building blocks for our body, and they're involved in many critical bodily functions such as the growth and repair of tissues, the production of enzymes and hormones, and the transportation of nutrients in our body. Protein is also important for muscle growth. When we engage in resistance training or exercise, it causes tiny tears in our muscle fibers. These tears are then repaired by our body with the help of protein. This process is what leads to muscle growth and development. That's why consuming an adequate amount of protein is crucial for those looking to build muscle. Carbohydrates are a type of macronutrient that provide energy to the body. They're made up of units of sugar such as glucose and fructose, which are linked together to form more complex molecules. Carbohydrates are the primary source of fuel for our body, and they provide the energy we need to engage in physical activities. However, not all carbohydrates are created equal. There are 2 types of carbohydrates: simple and complex. Simple carbohydrates are made up of a few sugar molecules and are found in foods like candy, soda, and baked goods. These are often referred to as empty calories because they provide very little nutritional value. On the other hand, complex carbohydrates are made up of many sugar molecules and are found in foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. These types of carbohydrates provide more nutritional value and are broken down more slowly by our body, providing a longer-lasting source of energy. Fats are also a type of macronutrient, and they're a crucial source of energy for the body. They're made up of fatty acids, which are linked together to form more complex molecules. Fats are found in foods such as butter, cheese, oils, and meats. It's important to note that not all fats are created equal either. There are 2 types of fats: saturated and unsaturated. Saturated fats are often found in animal products and are considered unhealthy because they can raise cholesterol levels and increase the risk of heart disease. On the other hand, unsaturated fats are found in foods like nuts, seeds, and fish, and are considered healthy because they can lower cholesterol levels. and reduce the risk of heart disease. Now, let's talk about how calories impact how humans gain and lose weight. To maintain our current weight, our body needs to consume the same number of calories that we burn throughout the day. This is referred to as energy balance. If we consume more calories than we burn, our body stores the excess calories as fat, leading to weight gain. On the other hand, if we burn more calories than we consume, our body will use the stored fat as energy, leading to weight loss. However, it's important to note that not all calories are created equal. Different types of food can have different effects on our body, even if they have the same number of calories. For example, a 100-calorie serving of candy will have a very different effect on our body compared to a 100-calorie serving of vegetables. This is where macronutrients come into play. Protein and complex carbohydrates are more satiating than simple carbohydrates and fats. This means that they help us feel fuller for longer, reducing our overall calorie intake. On the other hand, foods that are high in simple carbohydrates and fats can cause blood sugar spikes and crashes, leading to cravings and overeating. Therefore, a diet that's high in protein and complex carbohydrates can help us maintain a healthy weight by reducing our overall calorie intake and helping us feel fuller for longer. In addition to weight management, consuming an adequate amount of protein is also crucial for muscle growth and development. When we engage in resistance training or exercise, our muscle fibers experience microscopic tears. These tears are then repaired by our body with the help of protein. This process is what leads to muscle growth and development. However, consuming too much protein can also have negative effects on our body, such as putting a strain on our kidneys and increasing the risk of osteoporosis. Therefore, it's important to consume protein in moderation and consult with a healthcare professional or registered dietitian to determine the appropriate amount of protein for your body's needs. In conclusion, calories are a unit of measurement that's used to quantify the amount of energy in food. Consuming a balanced diet that includes an appropriate amount of protein, complex carbohydrates, and healthy fats can help us maintain a healthy weight and support muscle growth and development. Thank you for watching another episode of Curious Minds. Don't forget to stay curious.